Welcome. My name is Brian Knight and I live near Melbourne in Australia, and it's just 5:04 a.m. on a Thursday for me. Welcome, Tom. Let's just quickly share this. So welcome to this live FOREX analysis session. Just noting trades discussed in this group are to be classed purely as educational only. That's because we're a group of people helping each other and we are not financial advisors. So just only take trades that you're happy to take based on your own analysis. The full risk disclosure and a bit about us as live session traders. Rightio. Let's go and have a look and see what some of these pairs are doing after the push. Right. Yeah, rate decisions. Not telling you what it's going to be, though. Right, okay. We will see. Right. Sorry.
That's not today, is it?
No. It's not until the 20th. It's next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, some figures came out yesterday. They reckon it's already factored into the RBA, the Reserve Bank. But the discussion is whether it'll be a quarter or a 0.5%. I think they'll probably only do a quarter, but anyway, we'll see how we go. So AUD CAD. So did a push up, steady candles, pull back down the last 24 hours, which it did. It come off a lower high. I think you were talking yesterday for it to come back down to this level somewhere and then potentially go back up again or go back down, pull back and then go down again further.
I'm in this.
Unit for the sell already.
Yeah.
Wow. Because of this here?
No.
Actually, that's not in the right spot now, is it?
No, it slid.
Down or up? Hang on.
Well, I just delete it. Just delete that. Just for a second. Just delete it.
Okay.
Delete that top one too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you don't want to?
No. Can you hide your Hakanashi?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let me show you something real quick.
Yeah.
All right. Hide those indicators, the things.
What do you mean?
The indicators. Just push them back
all
up.
All chart
patterns. No. Just all the indicators.
Sorry.
Yeah, just hide them for a second. Yeah, so you see the blue and white bricks there?
Yeah.
Where the line changed? Nope.
Yep. Oh, here.
Yeah, it's right there. Can you blow that area up?
Sure. We'll go here. Yep.
All right. So you see the last red candle there, the last red wick?
Yeah, that's there.
No. Next one down?
Oh, that one there, yeah.
That one there. And you see the last blue candle before the push-up, right before it? To your left?
Yeah, I've got that one. And then you mean this one here?
No, the one that's blue. Go to your left.
Here. Yeah.
The wick. Go to the wick.
Ah, that one there.
Right. Grab a box real quick.
Yeah. Where is it? There. Yep.
Now go from that blue wick to the red wick with that box.
It's only a little one.
Yeah, right across.
That's interesting. Okay.
Keep going.
Yeah.
So right there. So it's already came up and tapped it. It's going to leave a wick there.
This one, it'll have a wick.
Yep. And so I got in after the tap. And I'm in that blue, the last blue brick that it created.
This one here.
Yes.
which is the Tuesday. Oh, okay. All right. So it hasn't created a Wednesday. Right. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Well, it did. If you go to the next candle over,
Yeah. That's a Wednesday.
what time was that?
This is UK time, 20. Yeah.
So London
8
Open.
o'clock. No, because I'm pretty sure I'm on London time. Yeah, I am. I'm on London time there, not yours. So that would
Well, it'd still be
be.
my London Open.
Yeah. Yes, correct.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So at London Open, I saw that it had pushed up to my fair value gap that it missed. That's what I was trying to tell you when I said there's tricks with the wicks. That's what I was trying to show you. So it went up, it touched. I saw it starting to create a wick and start to push away.
Mm-hmm.
Mine didn't form a wick yet. It's just simply pushing down. So after this candle closes, after this brick closes, I'm waiting for the next one to hit that's going to give me my short, which will be the third candle down.
Yeah. Okay. Which will be your tomorrow. Mm-hmm.
So I'm already in there. My stop is at the top of the blue box, the blue brick at the candle where it turned the white over to your left.
Oh, right. It's over here.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's that white one. It's the bottom of the white. It's at the top of the white brick. Is the stop loss.
Yeah. Okay. Which is one brick above the
Yes, at my
your entry
entry.
brick. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
So now let's see if it works.
Mm-hmm. Good evening, Darren.
Oh, Brian.
This was the thing you were saying, like, oh, I get into the buy. That's what I'm sort of talking about. Well, we're now going to get, potentially looking at these two different views because they're exactly the same currency pairs, and they're exactly the same price. They just have a different view. This one has a Renko view. This one has a standard candle view. And so it pushed up, and I said it would pull back down again, which it has done. Now, whether it will continue up or whether it will come back down. So what Tom's forecasting with what he sees here is saying, well, this is going to sell out.
Maybe.
Potentially.
Yeah. See, your blue line hasn't crossed the bottom wick yet.
That wick there.
Right. So I'm rolling the dice.
Oh.
It's way outside the X48, isn't it? But we've seen before where
it continues.
Yeah. It pulled back towards the top of the X48, which tends to repaint anyway, and is now turning and starting to head upwards. That's the X48. So it'll come down and pull back a bit and then continue. But like you say, who knows? Ultimately, it's fundamentals that drive these moves. We try and find these entry points using, entry and exit points using the indicators and some mechanical strategies. But ultimately, it's the fundamentals. It's a bit of news coming up. I can see there as well. That's next week, is it?
The RBA to make a rate decision. I was just saying before, it's sort of like the word on the street is potentially a quarter to a half.
Cut. Yeah.
Correct.
Well, a half cut could see this sell out then, couldn't it?
Yeah.
But it could push up a bit further yet before it sells out. It could match the previous high there. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Okay.
To the left.
Yeah.
Where we got that short and it first started to sell off.
But I think in what you say, Darren, I think you're right. There are fundamentals that are attached to this, and we're looking at indicators. I mean, but we also, what we are looking at is like, will it break the high?
Yeah.
That all those things are with those fundamentals. We're still looking at will it do those things?
Yeah.
And what we're seeing is a big push up, but a pullback in the last 24 hours. What Tom's saying, he's putting his, forecast prediction and saying, well, this is going to sell out further. The only thing that he's not comfortable about is that this trend line has not come and broken this most current lower wick.
Yeah.
So he's getting in earlier in the hope that it's going to pull down, break this, change the color of that to white, and then push back down further, and then pull back and then push down. As that sort of green line is sort of forecasting what potentially could happen.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I mean, you've got the orange fella running around the Middle East, getting money from all over the joint to make America great again, just plug it in foreign investment. So anything can happen in relation to this. I mean, we are, I think we've said this, I've said it plenty of times, we're in this sort of unique situation where things are volatile all the time. It's not like what it was previously, where you have a bit of up and down, and then the market tends to do a sort of it doesn't have too many shocks, but
well, most of that drop in price, most of that sell off was one candle, wasn't it? It was on the tariff announcements.
Yeah.
One candle straight down. So But was that really was that just a freak occurrence? And the reality is it's
you could have probably evened it out to there.
And it's just working its way back to where it was before that tariff announcement. I mean, who knows?
Yeah. But I think also too, if we look here, I mean, it's really since here, where is it? 30th September on standard candles, since the 30th September last year, it's really been just going down. So even though we see this push up here, I can see this going further into sell.
Yeah.
We've got here even, you could go back even further, like back, even there, hang on. So here's one here, like we're talking January 23, and then you can go all the way back to here, which is like Feb 21. Really, in effect, nowhere here, or except for this one here, really it hasn't broken any of the previous highs, except for this. Broke that high, and then it just dropped off again. Then it pushed back up, didn't break the high, dropped back off again. So, and it, at each stage here, this broke the low, it's pushed back up. It's whether it'll break that high and push back down. So what? This is all the daily. So I'm of the view that this trend of sell will still continue. We don't know where, the point is, if this comes up and breaks that high, well, maybe it'll pull back, not break the low, and then continue up. But the point is, the fundamentals of Australia as a country is that people don't really want to put too much money into it because we don't know what's happening globally. And as a country, we sell a lot of stuff around the world, but a lot of it to China. Now, if China's sort of got issues, then we're going to be weakened off. So I personally am in all of these AUDs, I'm personally of the scale that, this is going to sell out. There's a bit of a rally occurred because of those fundamentals, Darren. But in the end, we'll see. And Tom's putting himself on the line here for it potentially to sell.
Yeah.
Right.
But that
yeah.
That rate news could be that news event could be what they use to sell it, couldn't it?
To manipulate. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think I've been saying this for a number of weeks that was coming up, and that I was actually quite, there's this build up waiting, ready for the drop.
So markets could push it. Got another 5 days or so to push it a bit higher, and then the sell off maybe. I'm saying all this because I'm in the buy at the moment. So
I know you are, and that's why we're sort of. I want to discuss.
If I can sort of trail my stop loss up, it continues to push up a bit further, trail my stop loss, and then hopefully profit out, and then before it, just before the rate announcement.
Well, the point is,
that's my cunning plan anyway.
Yeah. See, Tom is saying basically, if I don't know if you can see the cursor from one chart to the other chart.
Yeah.
Tom doesn't think this is going to go up any further because his stop loss is actually at the top of all of those wicks.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying Tom knows everything. I mean,
well, he's doing pretty well at the minute, so yeah.
Correct. Well, he's not saying much in the background there. He's being quite.
Could that red? That's a red Renko brick, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, he's saying that what.
Could that change colour? Can that still change colour? Sorry, not really properly got to grips with these Renkos. So could that change and turn blue again?
That could completely disappear.
Yeah.
It'll just show solid blue and not show that brick at all.
Yeah. But it's a warning, I suppose, isn't it? It's a
because look at where price is.
Mm-hmm.
It's above that blue brick, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, here's a clue. If it's above the
blue
brick,
no, price is not. No, price is below the blue. No, price is down here. See, price is 89,802. It's lower than.
No, where's that? Where's your line above the blue brick?
That line is the top of the blue brick, which is 9025. Hang on, I'll just go there. So if you go over, that's actually where the brick is here, but price is down here at 89,800.
Right.
It's down here. That's where price is. It's because it's pulled back there. In actual fact, price is lower. So what you're seeing there is over on the Renkos, that blue dotted line is the top of that last completed brick in the buy direction. Okay.
Yeah.
And this red over here price, which is lower, which is selling, this 89795 is where actual price is the same as over here.
Yeah.
See, but over here it's a current price at where the current candle is, which is sold out for the day, right? The 24 hours. Does that make sense, Tom?
Yes.
So in actual fact,
what I'm trying to explain to you is, you see the blue line at the top that says AUD CAD.
Yeah.
Regardless of what that red brick is, do you see the blue line at the top?
Yeah.
Okay. So one of two things are going to happen at this point. That blue line is going to be on the other side of the blue brick at the bottom. And that red brick is going to create your second brick down, which will leave a wick where the blue line is now.
Correct.
The last place that blue line went up is your red wick on the daily.
Yeah.
It will not
on the daily standard candles or on the okay, no worries. I'm just thinking, but it'll create a brick, and it will be it will still be a blue brick, but it'll have a red surround and a red wick potentially up to that blue line where price was. Yeah.
Okay. So now you've created a double brick situation.
Yeah.
With a wick, with a lower high,
yeah,
going into a third candle showing a short.
Correct.
Is what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
when you
hang on a minute, Tom. Hang on a sec. So what, Darren? What's Tom saying? I don't think you were here for the thing. So he's saying every third brick, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, will give you a short or a long, right, on a turn. So what he's saying here is we get, this is the current, the brick that's completed. Once this brick's completed and got a wick up, the next brick will have a short on it if it continues down. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tom. I just needed to.
No, that's okay. That's okay. So I'm looking at this saying, well, wait a second. It's already showing me prices above that blue brick, and it's creating a red one. So one of two things are now going to happen. I'm either going to get a wick that shows from the top of that blue brick down to the bottom of the next blue brick after this red brick is created.
Yeah.
Or it's going to stall here and give this red wick, the red brick turns into a wick down.
Yeah.
This brick goes to a solid.
Yeah.
And then you're going to get a push up a little bit higher. Yeah. When it leaves this red wick that it just created, this brick with the red wick, that's now your entry for the short.
Yeah. In time. Yeah.
No, within like the next candle. Because if this is a red wick and it pushes up and it's telling you, look, it's only going to turn up here. These things very rarely actually hit the tippy points of these green lines.
Yeah.
They fit within inside of them. They're just telling you this area. They're not telling you this is where it's going to go. So if you get all your signals, if everything's telling you, look, this is turning into a red wick that's going to push down, you're already at your peak. You've already hit your fair value gap. You're starting your turn. I'm in this immediately.
Yeah.
If this comes back down to the 6-pack and goes bing, bing, 2 candles, and it stops,
which you're talking this one as the 6-pack or this one as a 6-pack?
The top one. The top one.
Yeah, okay. This one here. Yeah.
If it comes down here and goes bing, bing, and taps and gives me a wick with another candle going the other direction, I'm out of the trade.
Yeah.
Until then, if this thing's telling me, look, man, we're looking like we're going short. Well, to go short, we're looking at all the way down here at this yellow line. How much is that? Down to the bottom second yellow line.
Yeah.
That red brick.
Yeah, current price is there to there. It's like 300.
So I only get half.
Yeah.
What do I care? What do I care if I only get half?
Yeah.
What if I only get one brick? What do I care? It doesn't matter. So I'm making these as tight as I possibly can on these turns and letting them come back. If they keep going, they keep going. If not, I just get out.
Yeah. It also could turn at this point because you got this wick down here. But also, too, you could have a situation where you could go, well, either there or there. It doesn't really matter.
No, take the last brick, that blue brick right below that, where the 6-pack is.
Yeah. This last one here, yeah.
Nope, second one, the one above it. That whole row, right there. That's your breaking point. That's what you've got to break in order for it to keep going down where it doesn't come back. Yeah,
but also too, if it breaks, like there's a number of those points down here. I mean, it's also if it breaks that green wick down here, if it breaks that also too, that means it could come down, pull back up a bit, and then go back down too. I mean, yeah, okay. I'm just looking at.
You're only looking at the top of that green point. and the bottom of the green point. How it
You
gets
mean
to
there
those?
and there and there?
Nope, the top one. See the top green point? Right there.
Yeah.
And the bottom green point.
Yeah. There you mean.
The bottom green point.
Oh, that one.
Right there.
Right.
How it gets from that point to that point does not matter. It's not going to tell you it's going to pull back or do anything else.
No. Okay. So
the only thing you can do is wait till it's 6-packs.
Yeah.
Because that's consolidation. When it pushes up, you're looking for your signal out. Your signal out is going to be this. That's what you're looking for. And then you let it run. If it's going to beat the 6-pack, it's going to continue down. If it's not going to beat that 6-pack, it's going to turn around and go back up. So I'm only genuinely looking for it to come back to the 6-pack.
Yeah. Okay. And every bit counts. So I'm looking at this like I'm not in this trade. So I'm looking at how I approach this. Okay. Knowing what you're saying and what you said and that you're already in the trade. Okay. So I've got these red wicks up here, which for me could be a potential sell stop. It'll create a brick. The bricks are standard sizes, so it's not as if it's going to come to here at this point. It could wick and then go back up, but if this, for example, creates a brick that has a wick up and then creates another brick, which then continues to push down, which I'm looking over here and I'm saying, I think it will, but that's just me. And if that triggers me in there, which will be somewhere in price, wherever, in not the current brick, but the next brick down, which it'll be down, it'll go down, whatever, and then we'll potentially, whatever it is, it might only just come back to here, to the trend line. But I'm personally thinking the fundamentals of next week, we'll see the AUD slide. Because if they lower the interest rates, there will be probably not a profound amount, but it will certainly sell a bit. So that's why I'm thinking about this from that point of view. Then it would be stop loss probably up here somewhere, because I would enter in onto there.
Here's another trick. Wherever you put your stop loss, wherever you put your entry, is how far back you put your stop loss. Meaning, I have one candle. I'm in that blue. I'm in that blue brick right at the top.
Yeah.
My stop loss is at the white brick or the other colored brick above it.
Above it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when it triggers me in, I used 2 bricks, right?
Yeah.
So I move my stop loss 2 bricks up.
Yeah.
So now it's a 4 brick stop loss. If I was to use 3 bricks, I would move my stop loss 3 bricks up. If I'm super confident in the trade and I use a 1.5 brick, I'll move it 1.5 up away from the end of my stop loss. And all it does is just protect me from spread.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair enough. So I could quite easily at this point here, 89600, have an entry for it. I mean, it could come down, not put, tap me in and then go back up again. But that's all about the tightness of what your stop loss. The other thing is you could enter down here, but it also could push down to here and then pop back up again as well.
And every brick that goes by, you're losing. You're losing. Because the later you get into the trade, the less the profit's going to be.
Correct. And the more chance of it turning.
Right.
Correct. Okay. Now, I don't know if that helps you, Darren, or not, or it goes like, we
It
don't
takes
know.
time to get used to them.
Oh, it's useful perspective actually. So
If I was to go there, stop is there, potentially there. That's like with a, well, I'm not going to put a 1% back, but if it is a 1% trade, there's a 2% gain on that. Potentially, if that is what happens. I mean, as you said though, if it comes back down to here, that's more like a 4 or 5%. But the point is, it might make that line then come back up here and then come back down again, as that sort of green line's doing.
Right.
So
But when you set up your
get
trade,
out of that. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
When you set up your trade, assume it's gonna go as it's shown.
Yeah.
So run your green box that you just put on for your placeholder all the way down to that yellow line.
Oh, you reckon all the way down to there?
You don't care about the middle stuff.
Oh,
You want the top and you want the bottom.
Yeah, but you'd also be getting out of the trade here, wait, potentially decide whether you're getting a pullback or not, and then get back into a trade again for a sell.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Okay. No, it's just what I heard you say before.
If this is still showing when this comes down
yeah.
and starts to pull back, and this is what it's showing, I'm leaving it.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah.
Until the situation changes, this is my game plan.
And you're not trailing your stop loss either.
No.
Okay.
Because it takes so long.
Yeah.
If I can't see this turnaround while I'm casually passing by in 24 hours, I'm in trouble.
But this is all the way back to that rate decision. This forecast or prediction is all the way to that time.
That's right.
Mm. And by then, this green line will be doing whatever it's doing.
That's right.
Maybe even pushing further down. So
it may change, and you'll see your green line come down to the one of your white lines.
Yeah.
And then turn around and bounce back out.
Yeah, but you also got another situation where if we got this and it does that, this could be a second trade option in there as well.
Right. That's right. As long as that line's there and it's going the direction it says it's supposed to be going, and everything's working beautiful, and you got all your signals, and absolutely.
Mm.
One brick later, that line could be completely different.
Yeah, so
I'm totally only working off what it shows me.
Yeah. At each brick. It could be a number of bricks in one day too, but that's okay.
Yeah, it could be like 15 bricks. That's why I laughed the other day when you said, hey, 3 bricks, that's a lot. And I was like, yeah, not really.
Not really, no. That's right. Well,
I've caught these long moves before, and it's like, hold on to your heart, man, because it's on a run.
Yeah, you get that drop there. Like that's just like a number of bricks here. Friday, like all of those are the same day.
Yeah, that break from that white line down from where it broke is, let's see, that's 487 pips. Not bad.
Anyway, just trying to explain, Darren, some of the difference between here and there, and what mechanically we would be trading on this to what we're seeing here. And this seems to be show more reactionary, because if that's a turn now, if it is, I don't know, as Tom said, it could just come back to this sort of like bunch here, which is like this bunch here, and then take off again. So it just depends. Anyway, just thoughts.
Yeah.
Trying to explain. Okay, ADCHF, let's go to. Yeah, see, it's creating another. We got these, the high there, the low there. It's creating another brick to push down. You can see price went to 544 00, and now it's 541160. So it's now lower. And you can see it on the standard candles. I mean, it pushed up, and now it's undecided. And we're on your Wednesday now, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
And I think, Tom, you were saying Wednesday it likes to
End on a high.
Well, yeah, it's not doing that at the moment.
Sure it has. Where's your high?
That here.
The red candle. What day is the red candle next to it? The red wick.
That one. That's Wednesday.
Right. That's your high. Likes to end on a high.
Okay. So you need to explain, because that's lower than what the previous day is. It's not higher than the previous day.
Doesn't have to be. It's Wednesday. As the Wednesday, that's going to be the high, which means it's going to come back lower and lower and lower.
You're saying that is the highest it's going to be potentially for the week.
No, just for the day.
Okay.
Okay. So Wednesdays, the saying is Wednesdays like to end on a high.
Yeah.
So that red wick is a high, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not a low, it's a high of the day on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So by the end of 24 hours, regardless of where it is lower, that's the high of the day.
Yes.
So when Wednesday's over, and let's say this is now pushed, it's pushed back down, pushed back down, pushed back down, because we see it turning red over here on the 2 hour. So I'm looking at this pulling back, and it's only pulling back to this far. Now on mine, it says it's going down to the white box. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
At the end of the Wednesday's over. That red wick on the daily is the high.
Yeah.
And the low will be where it pushes down to the box. Even if it's Thursday, Friday, it got down to the box. Friday turned, now it's taken off.
Yeah, but you're saying, so on Thursday, price should not go higher than the highest price on Wednesday.
No, I'm only talking about a Wednesday candle.
Yeah, okay.
Just the Wednesday candle.
Yeah.
Where that Wednesday starts is what you're looking for. If it's at the top of the candle where the red wick is, and it keeps going down, that's the high. Wednesday likes to end on a high.
Mm-hmm.
If it's down low, and the red wick is at the bottom, and it closes high above the red wick, then it's created a new high. Either way, Wednesday has ended on a high.
High, yeah, okay.
So because this is high now, we're in a high position of that candle. I'm looking for some sort of pullback.
Pullback, yeah. Which is indicating on the 2 hour Renkos, yeah.
Right. So when it pulls back and I get 2 or 3 candles out of it, I'm not taking this trade, but let's say I get 2 or 3 candles out of it. Wednesday ends, Thursday morning comes, and it's 5:30 a.m. And this daily candle is now pulled back all the way back down to the bottom of this green body on your side.
Yeah.
Thursday kicks in, takes that fair value gap right there that was created because it missed.
Yeah.
Which is where me personally, I have my box drawn.
Yeah.
To come back to.
It's coming back down here, yeah.
So Wednesday ended on a high. You came back down to Thursday. It's going to bounce here.
Yeah.
Bounce. Thursday, Friday morning, possibly kick off and go. Could be any of those days. Could be any scenario you want to think of. But you have to think of the Wednesday candle as it's the high of the highest point on Wednesday.
Yeah.
High on a Wednesday does not mean it's going to be the highest candle.
No. Okay. So yeah, and this is saying, yes, it'll pull back, but it's not going to actually change from blue to white and still going to push back up again potentially. Then when we come to the 20th over here, we haven't got any, but it's saying it might just pull back down.
It's consolidating.
Yeah.
Up and down, up and down.
Yeah. Okay. But it looks like the AUDs at this point in time, in this part of the week, a lot of them are doing a pullback, which is very standard. AUD JPY, same. Look at the pullback on that one.
I'm up almost 1% on this one.
Because you're already in the sell?
Yep.
Yeah. Did you get the buy or not?
No, I was waiting.
Ah, right.
This was the conversation we had yesterday. I said I didn't care how far up it went.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the turn.
Yeah. So you've got a green line coming down. This is
That's right.
Green line coming up. Okay.
That's right. And it's coming back to where? At least your fair value gap. Do you see it?
Yeah.
You see your third white line in the middle there?
This one.
Right there. See that wick you just touched? Look at the wick below it.
Yeah, there to there.
So that's actually where I have it coming back to for my sell.
Okay.
And if it keeps going further, fantastic. Mine says it's coming all the way back down here to your yellow line.
Yeah, to this one down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
If it does, great. If it doesn't, I'll get out of the trade.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Yep. Yeah, and I'm looking for me from this, I would be looking at a sell stop in there. Well, if I go short to there, stop loss would be there. See, we've got a short already. We don't have a wick up or down, but that's okay. And then potentially to there somewhere. It's still like, 1.5% or something. Could even potentially have stopped there. Yeah. Okay. Which is, you have to ignore that green from what you're seeing. Okay. Bit different to what you're seeing, Darren. That's all I'm wanting to look and see. Well, what is it between them, and what's Tom looking at, and what's he seeing, and where's he getting the percentages? AUD NZD. Wow. That was a push up. And it looks like to a certain extent it's continuing, isn't it? I mean, there's target there. See, you could have got in from down here. You got a long on that one. That could easily have been a full-on buyout.
I caught that.
You got that, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm already out, and I'm waiting for the short.
Yeah, you're waiting for it to come back down again. So that's what we'll do. We'll look at, though, okay, so yeah, it's come up to that yellow line. It could push up to the target, but it doesn't matter. You've already got whatever you got. We haven't got another, we haven't got another brick yet. It will be in there somewhere slightly brown, because you can see prices slightly down on it. But that is still pushing up. It doesn't really matter. So what we're looking for now is potentially a short, which will be on the third brick anyway. So if this continues to push down, You get one potentially with a wick. The next one will be a sell, and you could either decide one entry on that wick, on that push up that, or you could be somewhere on that bottom wick just there. If it breaks that, few things to decide, isn't it?
I'm just waiting for it to wick because you're at that yellow line.
Yeah.
Turn around, get into the trade.
With the next candle, wick up. Yeah. And then and you'd be into it. Okay, no worries. But change of direction. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Very different way of looking at it. Like Darren, we'd look over here and go, okay, beauty, right? Got the long, you get in, you've got whatever amount of, but it's not telling you where this is going to potentially turn, does it? When I look at this and go, this has been quite a long-term sell from up here, sort of thing. We're talking, when's that? Feb this year. It's broken up through there, though. Okay. How do you inoculate yourself, Darren, from these pullbacks that you're going to lose profit on?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. AUD Singapore, which you're not into, and it's probably just all over the joint there anyway. But it still could sell out. It looks like it's going to.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, you don't trade it though. But you're already looking at that saying, well, that's a good sellout, that one.
Well, your blue line's already past your wick.
Yeah, it had. Yeah, that's the wick there.
Your box is in the wrong place.
This one.
Your box should be up at the second row at the top. Right there. Okay, so in order for this to keep going down, what does it need?
Well, it needs to break this wick down here, but the point is it needs a short. You've got a wick up there. This one, this brick could have a short on it, and then off she goes. It'll change the color of this trend bar, and we'll be selling out.
There you go.
And we're talking about maybe down to there. So let me just short. So if you get, well, it depends. Depends on if you get a short. Do you get in at that? Well, it will be created anyway. That's not too bad.
That's not right.
What do you mean it's not right?
Your green line keeps going down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you reckon you just keep pushing it down further?
You set it up as it shows.
Oh.
Keep going.
Okay, yeah, down to here somewhere.
Yeah. Right there.
Break all those lows.
Mm-hmm.
What, 10%?
Now take just the third candle. Move your stop loss down to just the third candle. Right there.
Top of it or?
Top of it.
Oh.
Nope, that's your entry.
Oh, no, sorry. Whoops. That's entry, yeah. This one there.
Now what's your take on that one? Is that 17?
19.
19%.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Interesting you don't trade this one. You can't? It doesn't show up on your list, or you don't want to, Tom?
No, I don't want to.
Okay. No, that's all right. No problems at all. All right. AUD USD. Again, they're all doing this little, again, if we can catch the sellout on this, you're in another buy on this, weren't you, Darren? Or aren't you?
Let's have a look.
I think you got back in when that pushed up.
Now, I'm not in it at the moment.
Okay, all right,
I'm
no worries.
waiting for a long.
Yeah, well, I don't think you'll get, because I think this will short out now.
Yep.
Just looking at this though, you've got that. I'm waiting for a short, which would be again there. That would pull down to there. And that's down to there. But it does go further if you go down there.
That's right. And where does it go? To the last two rows that it can't beat.
Yeah, just there. And the blue line is past that last wick. Yeah, there's a whole lot of things going on there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's done this sort of consolidation thing now. Will it break out or up? And it's more likely to break down because you've got a lower high on it. Yeah, see how it didn't quite make it there now. All right.
The dollar's going to have to find some strength for that to happen.
Yeah, true. But also, too, the Aussie dollar's got to weaken off. So, I mean, it's one way and the other. So,
what's tomorrow morning?
What do you mean?
What's tomorrow morning at New York Open?
Retail sales. Oh, and PPI. Month on month.
That seems like pretty important news, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Right. So all you have to do is just be in the right direction. Doesn't matter how big your stop loss is. Doesn't matter how much profit you're going to get out of it. Just be in the right direction.
Yeah. So it's really, I mean, that again, you could play this up and say, well, okay, if it breaks down here. So it depends on, or you could have a second trade at this point too.
Or you could make that your entire stop loss and make that white line your entry.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It could be there. That's right. There.
It's whatever you feel comfortable taking.
Okay. We've only looked at the AUDs. It's like.
Yeah, but once you get these fundamentals in your head, every pair is exactly the same.
The same. Yeah. I understand that. But over here, Darren, it has just danced around. It pushed up and then back down again, then up, and then like it's still, to a great extent, it's probably, I mean, that's a larger sort of set of consolidation, but it still is. It doesn't know what to do at this point. But as you said, you're waiting for a long on it. I don't know. I don't know if you'll get it. Anyway. Okay. Let's go with a couple more anymore because I've got to go soon. So, Ked, we'll just go down to CHF JPY. Right, this one looks like it's pushing up a bit further, even though this is, yeah. Where's your green line, Tom? Is it going up?
Mine still says it's going down like yours.
Yeah, okay. But we've got this green candle, so you're not. Price is actually above where it was on the last brick.
Yeah, I have a sell set up and it hasn't triggered.
Yeah. Is the sell down here at that top of that red wick?
No, my sell is down where it shows you're long.
Oh, yeah, this one down here.
That blue one.
Yeah, okay.
That whole row right there. About 6 of them right in a row.
Right, yeah. Oh, this one. Is it the top of it or the bottom of it?
It's at the bottom. Right there.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Fair enough.
Now, as this plays out, and it goes up and it fails to break that high and it comes back down and it comes back
Yeah,
up and so on and so forth,
yeah,
my stop loss will move up accordingly.
yeah, right.
I'm just giving it room because I don't think it's fully decided yet.
Yeah, fair enough. Right, KJ. Now this is where yeah. Now it's got to pull back now. Okay. And you can see on the daily standard candles what it's done. We've got a short now. And look at that. This is a standard. And look at this. Brick with a big wick up, and now a short. Bang, entries on. Yeah?
Yes, except mine screwed up. I screwed it up. I'm not even going to bullshit. I screwed this one up. My entry is down where that blue wick is below it.
Yeah, this one here.
Yeah, so at the top of that candle where at the bottom of that candle where it started.
Yeah.
That's my entry right there.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
I was like, God damn it.
But you could always do a market execution now anyway, couldn't you?
Yeah, but I don't like to be in too many trades like that. So my stop is at the long. I'm sorry, the short.
Yeah. So you're talking entry about there, and you've got it stop there.
Yeah, exactly.
So
and I'm already triggered in. It's like, damn.
And then back down here. You're triggered in now?
Yeah.
How?
I have no idea. I put it on last night. I woke up this morning and bam, there it was. I thought there's no way it's going to come back and hit.
Maybe you had entry there.
No, I didn't. It's down. That's where it's at. I don't know what happened.
Okay. All right. CHF JPY. Oh. Where's my? Oh yeah, I got to open it up. All right. So it's sold out. I'm in drawdown again. Bloody hell. And it looks like this is going further, isn't it? Hey.
Yeah, I'm in the sell for this.
Yeah, I'm not at the moment. I'm still. Where is it? Come on, open up. What are you doing? Yeah, no, I'll be in drawdown now on this one. I should have closed it out when it was up at the top. No, doesn't matter. All right. Well, this will potentially turn into a white. But if you look also to here, if I put back on the Heikeneshis, just as a thing, you'll see that's already turned white.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a short white, like, oh no, it didn't wick up there. Okay, hang on.
Okay, so see those Heikeneshis?
Yeah.
All right, count your candles.
What do you mean?
From the top. 1, 2, 3 down. White Heikeneshii.
Here.
On any of them.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, white Heikeneshii. Yeah. Which is
do the next row over.
Matches up to the short. 1,
right.
2, 3. Yeah.
Now do the next one over.
Yeah. 1,
2, 3. You see what I mean?
That actually came in at 2. That white one.
Sure. But still, you're not entering until the third one, supposedly, right? For our sake of argument.
Yeah.
And if you do the exact same thing with the white ones, 1, 2, 3 up, you get a blue one. 1, 2, 3 up, you get a blue one.
Yeah.
So in your mind, you really don't need them, right?
Yeah, correct.
Just like the shorts and the longs?
Yeah. But I leave them on. So this is saying this will continue potentially, should have got into this trade or could have got into this trade back up here.
I'm in.
Yeah, I know you are. And where am I? How much am I down on this one? Oh, shit, 138. Oh, God. It's time to get out of it, actually. Yeah, I understand. No. Gone. Yeah, it's not worth. Like I was up probably a couple of pips. See how it came up, but didn't want to break it. Now it looks like it wants to just sell out, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking down here. So just a second. I've got to go soon. If we got, you're right, Darren. Darren's obviously occupied. So where price is or whatever. I mean, really,
I'm here.
that's all right. So this is sort of like, would have been a nice entry in there with a stop there. And then this thing's sort of like way down here somewhere. But it could, you know, at any time move here or there. But you're looking at it every day. Who cares? It's all relaxed. Okay. So this is where are you with this, Darren? Anyway, are you in that?
I'm not in it at the moment.
Okay,
this has obviously been in this uptrend, hasn't it, since March, and
yeah,
pull back to the trend bar a few times, pushed up again, pull back, pushed up.
Yeah.
But it has struggled. It's not broken that high this time, has it? So
no.
So this could be the turn. This could be the turn. But the JPY is
but you'd be waiting for a short on it where you know, this is where Tom's got, you know, he's got a short over here way back.
Yes.
Price is up here somewhere, 174.
I'll be waiting for maybe a short and a red. You know, a short on there.
Well, he's not. He'll go like, let's get into it. Okay.
But the Bank of Japan did slash the growth forecast.
Yeah. Which means it actually says it should go up, but it's obviously the Swiss franc has weakened off.
It has, yeah.
Even weakened off against the Japanese yen, so which is a big deal. It might not move very quickly, but potentially move down. Anyway, I need to go. I'm sorry, gentlemen.
No, that's all right.
That's another
view. You gotta go.
No. Well, at least the internet's a lot more stable now. And
I've finally finished my travels for the week, so 2 days in front of a computer, so that'll be nice.
Okay, you'll be here tomorrow, hopefully.
Yeah.
That's nice. Thank you. So, Darren, I just wanted to say, I'm not trying to. I'm just wanting to look at both of these things at the moment and saying, well, you know, because what I saw was Tom going like, we're going like, oh yes, we're in the buy of this, and Tom's going, no, I'm in the sell, and you go, and we're just looking at the difference of where it sits. So,
absolutely.
And if we can go like, oh, well, we'll get out of that buy, then we'll get into that. We won't get to the sell, but at least we'll get out of the buy. And then you're securing at least some more profit in it.
Yeah.
All right, then. Okay.